4 years ago, when Mitt Romney first ran for the Republican presidential nomination, he refused to release his tax returns. And in this campaign, Romney is refusing again. And he keeps responding to the tax return request with this.
You never say never to questions that people have, but I'm going to do the things that are required under the law of the United States and respectively of my state when I was there. That's what we did, and I think that's what the people expect.
Actually, Governor, people expect you to release your tax returns. As a Washington Post editorial put it this week, quote, Mr. Romney's determined lack of transparency represents a striking and disturbing departure from the past practice of presidential candidates of both parties. And in your case, Governor, it's even more disturbing. You see, we've actually looked at the financial disclosure forms that you and all candidates are required to file. And in your case, the disclosure forms reveal that you and your wife have millions of dollars in offshore accounts. Your offshore funds are in the Cayman Islands and other places that give huge tax advantages to investors. I appreciate the statement by your campaign that the Romneys have paid taxes on all income, including offshore investments. However, the tax rates and income levels are not specified in the disclosure forms. So by withholding your tax returns, we do not know how much you've earned, where all of your investments are, and what tax rates you've paid on your earnings. In other words, things are unclear. However, here's what we can deduce. It's public knowledge that you made most of your fortune running Bain Capital, a company that buys other companies. We also know that firms like Bain, as well as hedge funds, qualify for a 15% tax rate on what is known as carried interest. Carried interest means the profits made on investment deals. And given how successful you say you were as Bain CEO, I'm sure your investment profits were huge. And I suspect those huge profits and most of your income qualified as carried interest and got taxed at 15%. Most middle-class Americans, as you know, derive their income from salaries and wages, not investment deals. And their rate to the IRS is 28%. Your 15% versus most voters, 28%. Governor, I'm correct, aren't I? This is the reason you won't release your tax returns, right? Look, I get it. You are probably staring at a huge political liability, and the damage from releasing your tax information might be far worse than any criticism you ever get by keeping your tax returns under seal. But as you stand for your own political expediency, I'm wondering, do you feel any obligation to the primary and caucus voters in your party? Don't they deserve to have full information before they make their choice for the Republican nomination? Even Sarah Palin understands what you're up to, and her view is insightful.
Barack Obama and his machine and the $1 billion that he's got behind him will bring all this stuff out anyway. So let's get it out there. Let's hear the defense of the candidates who are being charged with some of this. It's kind of like some come to Jesus moments for some of these candidates. And that's healthy and that's good.
Governor Romney, Palin is right on this one. Releasing your tax returns would be healthy and good. Maybe not for you, but it would certainly be good for the voters. And the fact is, you are the one who has chosen to run for president and trust the judgment of the American people. To that end, you've repeatedly touted your success as Bain CEO. If you now cannot be transparent about your CEO income and about the taxes you paid, you should get out of this race.